It's time to go ghost for you, bestie. This is one of the last mountains to climb. When it comes to achieving goals, upgrading ourselves, we know who's really in it. We know that when someone's becoming out of reach, it means that they are the ones who are really leveling up. My friends can call me and they cannot even reach me because I'm locked in, because I'm doing the things that I'm supposed to do in order to level up. Okay, it doesn't mean that you cannot have any human connections anymore. Like, please keep your mental sanity alive. Anyway, however, it just means that you are no longer allowing distraction because you are locked in, baby. You're finally putting your goals first. You just need to build in silence. You know, you don't have to tell people what you're doing. You're finally pouring back to you. You're finally giving your life and your goals the attention that they deserve. So you can finally level up. You don't have to necessarily answer that call. Or, you just need to send a message saying, hey, my friend, I'm just locked in right now. I'm no longer available for you until I reach my goal. I appreciate your calling, but now I'm busy. Because I know that some of y'all give too much to others. You give so much of yourself to your friends, family, peers, strangers. It's not that you hate them or that you don't want to be their friend anymore, but it just means that right now in this period, it should be just you and your goals, you and the universe. Whether it's discovering your passion, figure out where you want to go, where you want to be, who you are, who you want to become. You have to get that clarity back to you. And in order to do that, you need to go ghost. It needs to be you and the universe. It cannot be you and everyone else. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from the external world in order to find yourself again. You need to go through the darkness in order to find the light at the end of the tunnel. And I know that a lot of y'all are already going through these tough periods, facing adversities, but you're making it way harder to find that clarity that you need, because every time you're supposed to dive deeper into yourself, face your shadows and monsters, face head on all these challenges, figuring out how can you get out of this mess. You are on your phone all day. You keep distracting yourself. So when I say that you need to go ghost, I mean that you need to cut all the distractions once for all and focus on yourself and your goals and what you're supposed to do once for all. Those distractions are just temporary, and it's keeping you and preventing you from discovering who you need to be, focusing on what you need to do and grinding on toward your goals. That's what they are for. They are there to prevent you from living your dream life. Because the truth is that you already know that you need to be locked in, do the things that you need to do, be disciplined. You already know that you need to be focused. So what's stopping you from actually act on this knowing, this inner knowing? What's stopping you from embodying discipline and consistency and focus toward your goals? Those distractions. In this society, we are always on the phone, always entertaining other things that we don't need to. Like, when are we going to entertain ourselves? When are we going to finally lock in for our goals, for ourselves? When are we going to do the things, to take the necessary action to achieve that dream of ours? I see a lot of people, especially in this generation, having like this immense fear to focus on ourselves, to face ourselves. A lot of people are scared to do the things that are going to take them in the next level, right? See, life is happening for you, okay? And I used to be like that, but then I realized that life is happening for me and it's not happening to me. So since life is happening for you by giving you this set of setbacks, failures, challenges, adversities, because it's trying to take you on the next level to make you become your higher self that can handle your dream life. But you keep distracting yourself, honey. I'm here to tell you, to remind you that you get to do that thing. You get to go to the gym consistently, be disciplined, read that self-help book. And this is something that I started to do. I started to take 10K steps from Monday to Friday. I'm showing this because I want to be the proof of the fact that you can transform yourself. Like, I want you to live your best life, but it's going to take some discipline, some consistency, and it's going to take you to go ghost. And you don't have to explain it to anybody. You just go ghost for yourself. You explain it to yourself. Ask yourself, why are you doing that? You're doing that because you want to become the best version of yourself. Someone who your younger self will be so proud of. Live the life that you desire, that you want, and keep that in mind while you are grinding towards it to elevate your life. Sometimes you get to go ghost to elevate your life because I see a lot of people telling their plans to everybody, like, oh, I'm planning to go to the gym, I'm planning to do this and that. What can that do for you? No one is going to keep you accountable. Like, a lot of people want a gym partner. I'm not saying that sharing your goals is bad, but what I mean is, like, a lot of people are so like dependent on having someone to like remind them and like motivate them to keep going, to keep being consistent in going to the gym. But why? You need to go to the gym for you. And this is important when you go ghost. And you need to realize that, oh, I say I love myself, but I keep breaking the promises that I make to myself. I keep saying that I want to show up, be disciplined, but all I do is to scroll on my phone all day. That's why you have to be there for yourself. That's self-love. That's self-discipline. You have to do things, show up for yourself. That's how you become consistent for your dreams and for yourself. Sometimes you need to go ghost because the environment that you're in is keeping you stuck. The people who you're surrounding yourself with, the people who you hang out with, all these misaligned people, they're not going to elevate your life. And that's why sometimes you just need to go ghost, because you just need to leave the distractions, leave that environment. It has to be you and the universe. That's how you're going to come out better and stronger. Like, sometimes you just need to do it. I personally love going ghost. I love focusing fully on my goals, having my dreams being my first priority, and having no distractions, no noise in the back of my mind that is keeping me stuck, preventing me from achieving my dream life. Because nobody's going to make it happen for me. Only I can. Nobody can be disciplined for me. Nobody can love for me. Those are the things that I should do for myself. The problem is that when we go ghost, most of the times we tend to like blame others. We tend to put these things onto others. Oh, it's her fault, it's his fault. When we don't go ghost every once in a while, we tend to put fingers onto other people. It's that person's fault that my life right now looks like a mess, instead of just taking full accountability and responsibility for the way our life looks. But when you go ghost, you have no one to blame. It's all on you. And you're finally focused on your life. And you realize that this is your life and you are the only one who is responsible for how it looks. And that's why you cannot depend on a gym partner. You need to do it for yourself. You need to go to the gym, take your 10K steps every single day for yourself. You are the one at the end of the day who needs to get yourself out there and put in the work. You get to want these things for you. Nobody is going to do it for you. No one. The problem is that not a lot of us are doing that. A lot of us are waiting for someone to help them, are waiting for external circumstances to change themselves, for other people to inspire us, to motivate us. But we get to have that fire within ourselves. Like, we need to force ourselves to be disciplined, even if it feels hard, even if we don't want to, even when things are uncertain and feel hard and unfair to us, and we keep choosing to show up. And you learn a lot of these things once you go ghost. Once you go ghost, you're going to realize who is going to check up on me, who's going to say to me that I need to do this, to be disciplined, to be consistent, to go to the gym. Like, no one. No one is going to check up on you. And sometimes you're going to realize that those people who you thought were your friends, they are no longer checking up on you, calling you, and you start losing a lot of people also in the process. All these people who you thought cared about you, cared about the friendship, the relationship that you had with each other, well, they weren't. And this is what I experienced once I dropped out of high school to pursue content creation full time, where I lost a lot of friendships. You know, I was the only one reaching out, and you really start to realize who really cares about you, who's really calling you, texting you, who's really still wanting connection with you once you go ghost. And you deserve your answers, so go ghost to see who are your true besties. Because you need to understand that we cannot control how people are going to like react to us or respond to us, if they are going to be there for us or not. But we can control 100% our actions. If we want to improve ourselves, our lives 1% better each day, like that's a fact. We cannot control other people's perceptions of us, what they think about us. We cannot control their actions. It's us. We have to be the ones who put in the work, who go ghost, who go in monk mode to self-improve, to climb that last mountain. You know, we need to put that work for us. We cannot do that for other people. We cannot control their actions, and vice versa. They cannot do the work for us. They can't. And that's, you know, the harsh truth. That's what it is. And that's what I came to realize, that you need to either choose keep doing the same habits and routines and keep receiving the same results, or you can just decide to go ghost, see what happens, see who you're going to become, what it's going to bring to you. And here's the secret: it's only going to bring you closer to your goals. It's only going to help you to be laser focused finally on your goals, on yourself, on your purpose, you know. And I personally use this multiple times a year, like for 1 month or 2, where I'm no longer watching TikTok or movies anymore. I'm only surrounding myself with goals. Even on social media, I'm only watching self-development content and no more fake dopamine. You need to realize that it's okay to go ghost. It's okay to prioritize yourself once for all, for at least 1 month. That's why letting people miss out on you is going to really help you to go ghost, because you're no longer fearing losing people once you go ghost. So watch this video if you want to go deeper into it. And yeah, see you there, Dreamliner!